1 hour trades. I mean, that's given market gives those opportunities pretty frequently. I think that maybe need to risk about 3 to 5 now, maybe to actually grow. I mean, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. You'll see though, like it becomes more and more difficult as you start to size up, right? It's a double-edged sword because the more you're risking, the more inclined you will be to mismanage a trade and close early and uh even times hold for too long. So that's a double-edged sword. I think 2% is a pretty solid benchmark um for most individuals. But that's just me. Because even myself, like there are times where I'll be risking a decent bid on a trade and I mismanage it, right? I take profit a little too early. I don't let things play out maybe as much as they could or should. And yeah, that's just something that I got to deal with as well. Everybody gets that when you're sizing up on a trade. As you start to scale up, as you start to size up more and more, of course that's going to happen. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. If there's anything else, just let me know. The floor is your guys's. I mean, I know there's only 10 of you guys. It's a Monday. I'm not assuming people are super active. It's a low volume day, so if there's anything that you guys want me to cover, go over, I'm more than happy to do so. How many years are you trading now? Once again, there's two ways to look at that. How long have I actually been quote unquote trying to day trade? Um, or how long have I been doing it successfully where it's like, okay, yeah, I really understand exactly what I'm doing. There was a point in time. I would say it's probably been 5.5 years now, but really being locked in and really being focused in, knowing exactly where I want to take trades, and kind of having a system defined would probably be more towards the what would that be 45-month range, like a little bit more than 3 years. But in that 3 year time frame, it's been every single day, pretty much constantly. Like I mean, you guys see it. Like I'm here all day, every day. I'm here all day, every day. What tips would you give to someone like me to grow? I've been told mainly just compounding. Yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously compounding to start with, and then B, like I think what a lot of people, uh, a fault of a lot of people, specifically when they're newer in crypto, is they are trying to make it like their main job and main source of income when that's just not realistic to start out. So, don't discount having, something like a W-2 job or something that you're actually working on um, in like an employment setting and then taking what you would be saving or setting aside for quote unquote riskier investments and then adding that to your portfolio. Kirby, what's up, brother? How we doing? I work part time, still put most in a spot. Yeah, that's that. Then you're doing the right thing. You're definitely doing the right thing. Like I want to start adding to perps though. I'm not necessarily a newbie. Um, try to have it at minimum 85% of your portfolio focus on spot holdings. I think a very solid diversification is 85-10-5. So 85 spot and then 10-5 on chain slash perps, depending on which your focus is on more. I'm not a big on chain guy. When I say 85 spot, I'm also including like USDT holdings in that. I'm probably overexposed on chain. Yeah, I've made that mistake before. My three main bags are Tau, Destra, OXO. I mean, I having having two coins below $1 billion market cap as the two main holdings in your spot portfolio is a tad ill advised. You know, that's not financial advice, but that is a tad ill advised. 45% of your spot portfolio is in Destra. Yeah, I mean, I would pick up majors exposure, uh, honestly. I mean, feel free to manage your portfolio in the way that you see fit, but having 45% of your portfolio in one coin that is below $1 billion market cap can get a bit slippery. I'm just being honest. That's not to say anything about desync as a project whatsoever. So don't get that twisted. But I'm just, you know, if I open this Google tab, are you guys seeing Google or are you still seeing my Discord? Because I'm on a Mac right now because I'm still in the process of moving. Like I'm Discord. Okay, perfect. Or I mean, you're seeing TradingView or you're seeing Discord? There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, perfect. I think it's because I'm young and I feel like I'm in a better position to risk more because I have less responsibility regarding like mortgage rent. Yes. So honestly, Alan, I was in a very similar situation as well, right? Like I'm not I wouldn't like classify myself as a nepo baby by any means, but like at the same time, I did not have to worry about those things. All of my day to day necessities were taken care of. Um, so I was in a position where I could risk more, um, knowing that if I lost everything, I'd still be okay, right? Like it's not like this was all or nothing for me. Where if I didn't make it in crypto, I was going to be out on the streets, right? So I get that. I get that. Um, I get that. But at the same time, you know, I would being as young as you are, I would try to still start. You know, compound interest is key, right? Compound interest is key, and also, I am a firm believer in every single facet of BTC being around for years and years and years to come. Mathematically, I mean, Bitcoin's not going anywhere. Like having some BTC in your portfolio is never a bad idea. So, what kind of tips you got regarding perps? For the majority of people, stay away from them. And I say that a little bit jokingly, but like futures and perp trading Perp trading is the hardest way to make money in crypto. Trading perps is the hardest way to make money in crypto. Hey, Laura, what's good, brother? I mean, there are so many different avenues to make money that are easier than trading perps, right? I love trading perps. Um, so I choose not to explore those avenues, but for if I was giving advice to someone, I would say to them, listen, there are a lot of different avenues to make money in crypto, right? You have farming slash airdrops, you have on chain, you have spot bags, you have the- can you re-add me to the forge, please? Yes. I think the term that I used last time when I was talking about it is perp trading is the hardest way to make easy money in crypto. My kind of idea is to sell spot bags end of the year and leave part-time job and then just swing trade like open trade and leave it open for 2 weeks. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what I do with my trad port. Like I'm not actively managing my trad port, even though I am I am trading options on it. Normally they're not intraday for the most part. I'm just buying extremes. Re-add me to Forge, please. How do I do this? I think you should be in Taylor. Not. Would you treat spot and perps the same way? In what sense? With I think spot position for 1 to 4 weeks can be profitable. Oh, absolutely, 100%, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I'll go back to what I said earlier. Like trading on leverage is the hardest way to make easy money in crypto. Right? Like, and you have the avenues for higher time frame traders and like how you trade higher time frame and lower time frame and kind of the mindset to adopt. Um, I don't actively manage my spot positions every single day. I don't actively manage my swing positions every single day. Um, okay, perfect. Got you, KLR. Um, my spot portfolio is immensely there is an immense amount more of capital compared to damn, I've been up since 5 a.m. Sorry, I'm yawning. Compared to my intraday leverage portfolio. I find it a lot easier to hold and let higher time frame trades play out than I do lower time frame trades. That's just the way that it is. That is everybody will have that experience unless they're built different or they've been in the game for long enough where it no longer affects them. Um, I still, like I said, I still have to manage that a little bit where I'm cutting trades a bit too early, taking profit a bit too early, not letting stuff play out. Higher time frame, that's never been a problem for me. Specifically, when you're utilizing leverage, it can be more and more difficult, right? Like that's the way that these exchanges are designed. Um, so to say, do I have the same mindset for spot and leverage? I mean, I would say I would like to, but that's just not the case for the majority of individuals. Yeah, Alan, like I mean, like I said, I'm transparent about it. Like I have a system that I follow for entries. And I have a system for taking profit as well. But there are times where, I'm uncertain of market conditions, and I'll think to myself, okay, gotta secure a little bit more, and then the trade ends up playing out, and I'm like, okay, well, there's ebbs and flows to it, right? I'm new here. What is the profile picture of a bull carrying 3 dildos on its back? That is a bull on the way to your mom's house. She says she wants to be airtight. Okay, perfect. Yeah, let her know. Morning, Mitra. What would you recommend to a person struggling with letting their trades run enough to offset their stop losses? Set your take profit and walk away. Set your TP and walk away. Or actually, here's the better idea. Once you are in a trade, do not open up your exchange. Don't look at your exchange. Look at your trading view. Right when people start seeing numbers on the screen, especially in a red or green number, in the same way that you see it at the casino, they're more inclined psychologically to act on that. Right. For me, I think a big thing was once I'm in a trade, managing via trading view rather than on my exchange. I think that's a little tweak that a lot of people could make, and it will help them. It really, 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 really will help them manage their trades better. That actually helped me a lot. I stopped looking at my exchange. Yeah, yeah. I mean that. And obviously, have your alerts set though. Have your alerts set on your trading view, and you're good to go. If I round trip this BTC position, oh my gosh. See, like, okay, great example. I just opened up my exchange. I saw that I was round tripping my BTC position. And immediately I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, like I should have taken profit. But in reality, it's like if I was just looking at my trading view, all I'd be thinking to myself is, okay, maybe I'll get stop break even. Let's just let it play out. And like that's the way that humans are psychologically. I think the thing for me, the purpose is that trading is a thing in and of itself. Allow me to have a freedom to do what I want if I'm able to become profitable consistently. You would think, Alan, and maybe that's the case for you. For me, um, I actually feel like trading perps grants me a lot less freedom because I want to be looking at the market 24/7, 365. Right? Like I've actually lost a lot of relationships because of the time that I spend in the market. Um, I mean, I look back at like, and if like, it's hard for me sometimes to even to go out to dinner and not look at my phone and not see what the market's doing, right? Like, if you're trading higher time frame, specifically if you're trading, I mean, if you're when I'm locked in, I find it so hard to not look at screen. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a dopamine addiction, right? It's a dopamine addiction. Same thing that people get at the casinos. That's exchanges are designed to be that way. Make no mistake about it. Like there's a reason that exchanges offer you leverage. Same way that casinos offer credit. They're betting on human psychology to do what it does. I think the majority of people are better off trading higher time frame, right? Trading lower time frame is great for learning how to trade and identifying setups, right? Because you're getting so much information so quickly. Um, but I said something about it. I said something about it in my channel like 3 days ago. Like there are really probably maximum 3 times a year where there are market conditions or a trade or call it like a week where I'm loading uh however many different spot pairs. Like really there are 2 or 3 times a year where you make the bulk of your money for the trading year. Gotta go now. Thanks, Bryce. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Alan, thanks for being engaged and asking questions, brother. Just play daily levels instead of M15 H1. Yeah, or just have separate accounts for both, right? I think he dipped out. Nope. Have a sub account for for lower time frame. If you want to trade perps higher time frame, have a quote unquote like main perp trading account, and then have a sub account for your intraday scalping that's sized down, and then uh you can go a little bit more quote unquote degen. Hoping that this is just to clear this inefficiency. Yeah, I mean, still knocks like yeah, exactly, Ventura. If you tend to overthink, low time frame scalping is not ideal, and if you're emotion, 150%, 150%. And still knocks, yes, yes, 100%. But it's crazy the amount of people when they first start out, the question they ask is, why would I not just open up a 3 or a 5x leverage position and treat it as I would a spot position? And I always say to that, you're not going to manage it like a spot position. You just won't. You'll go on your exchange, you'll see the P&L, and you'll micromanage it, and it will cause you to make dumb decisions. That's just the way that it is when you're trading on leverage. Yeah, what else we got? Anything? Anything? Low key. I mean, I'm assuming most people are not active today. Um, with it being Monday. Yeah, 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 of course, Kike. Kind of a slim audience, but hey, it is what it is. Holiday weekend coming up. Yep, 4th of July. Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, like we were talking about earlier the daily goal versus weekly goal and asking what days do I not like to trade? Like this is pretty much a prime example of a day that I would really not be looking to risk. Like monthly close, holiday weekend coming up, and a Monday. This is one of those days where it's like very, very, very low probability day. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And it's not just like a day-to-day thing where it's like, oh, there's specific days that I don't like to trade. There's also like specific like points in time. For example, Iran and Israel, with everything going on with Iran and Israel, like it has been incredibly, incredibly difficult. Oh, Tariq popped in here. What's up, Tariq? How we doing? It's set waiting for a pullback. Yeah, I mean, hopefully, now that we got filled, we don't get a pullback. But no, I think that 104, 103 area that I've talked about, like that would be a very nice entry. I think 104 is a fantastic entry. Well, what else we got? What else we got? Freak, what questions you got, buddy? Slim audience today, man. I think it's because it's a Monday, but oh, Is there any pattern on trading during weekdays? Personally, I do not look at any like time dilated trading. That is not something that I abide by. I know a lot of people have some like set of rules that they look to where it's like and Wednesdays I'm shorting, Thursdays I'm longing, like that type of thing. I do not abide by that whatsoever. Um for me, good days versus bad days. Mondays, really a day that I would say quote unquote bad days. Sundays, bad days. So yeah, there take that back. There is a little bit of a pattern where Sundays, normally when we're getting a pump on Sundays, we're seeing that pump being retraced. Like you can go look back at my channel. I said, okay, just be wary of the Sunday pump. Sure enough, we completely retraced it. Completely retraced the pump. Mondays, very choppy days where you're getting a little bit more of whipsaw price action, and it's kind of hard to identify a trend slash a bias for the week because you're forming Monday range. Moving forward, I would say Tuesday to Friday is where the bulk of my trading will be done. Uh, and then utilizing Monday range to try to kind of give me an idea of where I want to be looking for entries. So your bad days, your days that I would say, hey, maybe just risk down. Obviously, weekends and Mondays for me. Mondays are all about just waiting for Monday range to set and yeah, that's a little bit. Damn. So far doing exactly what I said it should. Imagine if I'm like that. Fuck. What else we got? What else we got? Anything? 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 Anybody? Anybody home? Let's get another Ventura question, Vent, if you can. It's a good last one. Sailing over. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, okay, yeah, I would be happy. Still Knox. It's because I'm on my Mac right now. Because I'm on my Mac because I haven't gotten my setup fully like set up because I am one man and I've been moving an unbelievable amount of stuff into this new place. Finally in here, but main problem is the that I don't have a at the moment is I've a car and desks do not full cars, so I've been trying out. Yeah, I mean, still Knox. I'm not on it. Like I just have my Discord pulled up. I'm not even like really doing anything on TradingView. Not a question, but as a recommendation, I'd say start your day mapping levels of interest and making up your mind on what your bias is. If you do that, you'll magically improve your trading a lot. I could not agree more. Not agree more. Like I know the tendencies that traders have, right? Like how most people in the group trade, where it's you're getting price alerts going on. Maybe you just got stopped position. You open up your phone, your laptop, and you just revenge trade. You randomly revenge long, you randomly revenge short because you get stopped out of a position, or you just think, um, there's no way we're going to keep pumping, right? There's no way we're going to keep dumping. Where you're not even operating at a level at an area of interest. You're just going completely based on what you think you know. So completely agree, Ventura. Completely agree. Hey, can you guys hear me? Sorry, I had to go on my phone, I guess. Good now? Damn it. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, yeah. So in regards to like I said, like levels of interest, I know the majority of the masses how they operate, right? Where it's you get stopped out of a position, you immediately try to revenge trades. You just open your laptop, you open your phone, whatever you choose to trade on, and just enter short, enter long when you're not at an area of interest, just because you think that there's no way that the market can quote unquote like keep dumping or keep pumping, right? You just think that you know better and you don't operate off of like actual levels and areas of interest that you had marked out prior. So that couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Like I've been there as a newbie trader. I've been there. Oh, the market's pumping. Let's try to short. There's no way it keeps pumping. There's no way it keeps pumping. There's no way it keeps pumping. Exactly. Oh, Ventura, that is a great way to put it. If your trading lacks context, you will do whatever. That's yeah, I mean, honestly, if you don't contextualize your trading, you are probably better off going to the casino. And I mean that genuinely. I actually think you are better off going to the casino. So I'm not sounding very eloquent today. It's very difficult for me to talk. I've been chewing gum since 5 a.m. and my jaw is like very sore. I don't know what's going on. I'm tired too. I just started you and I really like the way you trade, but maybe you already covered this, but can you give like a super brief intro of how you start your trading day? Where do you scan for coins, et cetera, to understand what you look for in charts and set up your trade? Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Hopefully we have a little bit better of a month. Last month, like I said, was literally my worst month since I've started trading with WG. And it still wasn't god awful, right? Like we didn't get completely wrecked. It just wasn't what I wanted. I hold myself to a little bit higher of a standard. Um, but for me, trading day is as simple as, wake up in the morning. Uh, I'll just give you my full day, right? Rather than just my trading day to kind of give some perspective. Like wake up in the morning, try not to look at my phone in the morning. But certainly will because I see alerts from my trading view going off. Um, kind of get like maybe a 5 minute scan of what the market looks like before I start like my morning routine. And it'll take probably 35, 40 minutes to myself just to wake up, shower, stretch a little bit, get coffee in me, and then sit down at the setup. Already have an idea of what's going on in the market just because of that like 5 minute scan prior. And then sit down. Really, for me, it's just looking at BTC, looking at ETH, and then going through top gainers on the day and seeing if there's any abnormal coins with abnormal amounts of volume or any coins that are pumping. And if the market is giving a lot of opportunities for like scam pumps, then that's where my focus will be on that day. If the market is not giving those opportunities and we're in a choppy environment, then most of my focus is going to be on BTC and ETH for that day. Right. And I'm normally like very active at the setup from I'd say 8:45/9 to about 12:15, and then from like 12:45 to I'd say 1:45, 2 o'clock, I'm kind of away from the screens unless there's an alert, and then after that, like right when we get around Asia, I'm back at the setup scanning. And sure, all of this can change if I have alerts going off and if an opportunity, if I get the alert that an opportunity has came up, like then I'll enter a trade. But for me, it's like really you don't need to spend as much time as you would think you do to be a somebody who is once again like quote unquote like a day trader. I hate using that term. I really do. To be a trader, right? Like you don't have to spend as much time at the setup as you would think. But me lately, I've been trading lower time frame, especially like there's a blowfin tournament going on right now. So it's like you kind of have to have uh I'm trading a little bit more volume, trading a little bit more just because there's a competition going on. So I'm at my setup more. Uh but yeah, really, like I said, it's just preliminary scan before like I get my morning started. Preliminary scan pre New York Open, map out my levels for the day, see if there's any coins that are doing abnormal volume. If there are, great, our focus is going to be there. If there aren't, then really it's just where do I want to be longing BTC? Where do I want to be longing ETH? Where do I want to be shorting BTC? Where do I want to be shorting ETH? That's it. That's it, really. And then I fill my time with also just going through other pairs on a higher time frame, kind of identifying where I'd want to pick up spot, where I'd want to long, right? Because while my trades are playing out or while I'm waiting for my trades to hit on BTC and ETH, I'm also mapping out levels on all time frames on pretty much every other pair um that is doing pretty much every other pair that I would say is like tradable, right? Pairs that actually have liquidity, pairs that yeah, like I said, tradable. So yeah. So if a coin is a top gainer for the day, is it a good chance that it keeps performing and vice versa? I wouldn't say from a longer period of time that it means it will continue to keep performing, but the reason we look at top gainers is normally they're doing an abnormal amount of volume and they will yield the quickest returns if we get our setup. Right? Like we play a specific setup, like a specific lower time frame reclaim setup. Without that volume, without that like scam pump classification qualification, I don't have as much confidence in the setup, and it's probably going to take a lot longer to play out. So that's why we put our focus on those coins. I think most people they wake up, they see the top gainers, they're like, okay, where am I going to short this? Like, no, for me, that's not the case at all. Appreciate it. So where do you do your primary scan of the market? What are some key things you look for besides the coins volume, loser gainers? Um, where do you do the primary scan of the market? Like, what do you mean by that? Like, where in my? Like where in my house do I do that or I'm not trying to be facetious either. What's up, Fernando? I see you're typing Negroni, so I'll wait. I'll wait till you get the response to go into anything else. Trading view. Trading view. For me, it's trading view. I'm a price action trader. Yep. 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 And then also too, I mean, like this is gonna sound like I don't know what it's gonna sound like, but like Twitter as well. Like Twitter is actually if you're following the right accounts, Twitter is a very helpful um platform for getting information, right? It's just about getting information as quick as possible. Like for me, trading view and doing a quick scroll through Twitter, specifically news accounts on Twitter to kind of see what's going on macro wise in the world, seeing why the market might be doing what it's doing, and getting an idea of how we can use said information that's being given to us to make money is the way to go. So it's a little bit of both fundamental and technical analysis, right? Like I'm not I said I'm a pure price action trader, but also too, like I have a good idea of what is going on in the macro poly side of the world. So, I think don't discount that as well, right? Getting clean quality news that is unbiased is massive. It's absolutely massive. Because it does outright affect the market. No, 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 absolutely, Ventura. That's why I'm saying both, right? Like using those synergistically. Agreed. And I don't even mean I really don't even mean like using news outlets to news trade. I more so mean to kind of get a better understanding of why the market is doing what it's doing and kind of formulate this perspective on where I think the market may go based on what's going on in the world. I'm a news hater. Yeah, yeah. No, me too. Me too, honestly. Me too. I remember I was on the phone with my buddy. We were trading and he was asking me about the Iran Israel peace treaty. And here's news trading. The peace treaty that says that they come out, or that they've agreed to a deal, and then 5 minutes later they say actually a deal has not been made. Immediately, I told the guy, I said, absolutely, this is a fake out. They definitely made the deal. We're just going to burn some late longs. 10 minutes later, I guarantee there's going to be something else that comes out. And sure enough, like it's being a news trader intraday is like not something that I would really recommend. I actually try to stay away from uh news drops, but like I more so mean utilizing that to get an idea of what's going on in the world so you can better formulate a weekly, monthly, yearly plan based on, everything going on. But yeah, guys, anything else? Anything else? Sorry if I'm not bringing the energy today or if I'm a little bit all over the place. I've been up for a very long time and exhausted today, can't lie. No, absolutely, Vent. Hopefully BTC can keep moving for us. If we closed it right now, it would net us a 1% account gain, but I'm looking for I'd like to TP. Where do I want to TP at? Do, 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 do. Ideally, we can TP 108, 108.2 on BTC, which would be yeah, I'll probably take half at 108.2 and then let the rest run. You're good, bro. Thanks for the stream. I appreciate it still, Knox. You don't have video, right? Yeah, just audio. Just audio. But I'm probably gonna wrap it up right around there. It's kind of a light audience today, so I'm probably gonna talk to Dal, probably get another one going. I know Monday Monday at noon is probably not the best time for anybody. I would say most people are at work trying to get their shit done, so we'll get another one rolling. But all right, guys. Yeah, thank you very much for popping on, and hopefully BTC keeps running for us. And if there's any questions you guys have in the meantime, just let me know. I'm here. And then in terms of streams this week, guys, I don't have any on the schedule. I leave for vacation tonight, at like 8 o'clock. Um, it's not like I'm going completely by myself, so I don't like have anywhere I need to be or anything that I need to do. So I'll probably still be like pretty active. It's not gonna be like a full blown vacation time off the charts. So but yeah, I appreciate it still, Knox. But all right, boys. All right, peace out. Love y'all. Thank you, Stu. Appreciate it, brother. All right, have a good one, guys. Peace, peace.